Brad did a good job
he
out
caught
there. I
6 more
thought
passes.
Brad played well. Well, Brad's a fine football player, you know. We've got a lot of people who, you know, as a matter of fact, if you know, to be honest with everybody, if I wanted to take and split the running game half and half, Brad would show that he's a pretty darn good football player. We don't split our running game half and half.
We're heavy on Neil Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, this was the pass to Gentry, who always comes up with a big play almost every game. And that was a good play by Harbaugh, actually, too.
Well, it was a perfect pass, but it was he's a good football player.
What was the call on this one? He ran the
It's 15 pass, and all he's doing, he reads 1, 2, 3. He reads deep, tight end, back. And we hit it a couple times to Brad, and of course you couldn't hand that ball to him any better than that. That was a great throw.
Okay, here's Brad Muster going over on a trap play.
Run a trap, and they were running their linebackers through all day, and of course, they ran him through that time, and Bortz trapped him right out of the hole. And
that's right. Look at Noble, number 91, come across, and here's Bortz with the block, and that opened the way. And this, of course, puts you ahead. The Packers, this was one of Harbaugh's finest plays. It looked like this might have been the end of the game right here for you, and boom.
Well, he did a great job. You know, Jimmy's just a heck of a football player. He's just a tough, competitive kid, and he's going to do what he can to help you win. I know that. And so is Mike. I mean, that's not that's both of them are the same. I mean, we had a play there. We thought they were playing zone. We thought possibly we could get away with delaying the back out of the backfield and get it to them. But that when they went with him on man, so we had nobody to go to really.
I know you were calling the plays again today, and when you came out in the second half, you went immediately to some of that stuff, bringing Muster out of the backfield, and you marched right down.
I did a few things. But that's not it. We have that on our game plan. Doesn't matter whether I call them or Greg calls.
When you call it with the times you choose to call them, right? That's part of the game.
That's not true. That's not true. Any play called should be executed, basically. And the ones that can't be executed should be audible on the line of scrimmage versus the look you get. So if we're not getting the bad look, fine. But the look we were getting weren't bad. We weren't. Boom.
But you were playing hard.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we got to play hard too.
Okay, we'll be back to talk about defense in just a moment on Bears Extra. Give up touchdown. Here's a sack. You had a few sacks today as McMichael and Armstrong. McMichael played a really good game.
I thought McMichael played outstanding as he has played for the last 8 weeks or so. He's really hustling and working, and some other people ought to watch his work ethic because he's got some good work ethic and he gets after it.
He just never quits. His legs keep driving. He's steady pressure. Okay, this is a pretty good play too. When the Packers in the fourth quarter came down on 2 or 3 drives, you came up with a big defensive play. Ron Rivera with the recovery and Roper with the big hit.
Yeah, we had a blitz on there off the Bear defense, of course, and heck, no one blocked him. So you know, it was amazing Ron could get that ball there after he didn't pick it up the first time. But they made the 2 big turnovers that helped us, and we didn't really. This I don't understand at all. I'm not sure I can figure this out.
Yeah, well, it's broken coverage. There's nobody there to cover. It had to be broken coverage.
It had to be a zone coverage, and that's terrible. But you know, it's good. I say as good as we played, those 2 plays alone show that there's a lot better we can play every day.
Now, after that long play, you shut him down again because Rivera came up with the interception. But I think one of the keys was he made Mikowski running away from Richard Dent. He did that all day, running away from his side.
Yeah. Yeah, we lined Dan up in a couple of different places, but it didn't matter. When he was over there, he ran away from him, that's for sure. Of course, that's McMichael.
Yeah, but Dent was coming right behind there. See, there's 95.
And that was McMichael he was running away from.
Yeah. Okay, then now we're going to look at the big play. And this one is no fun to talk about, but Mikowski just goes forward in pockets running, and they put pressure on him, and there he goes down to the 15 and releases the ball. I think this will be talked about for weeks on weeks end. And now, at this point, you thought you may have lost the game, and in a moment there's going to be the penalty flag, then you thought you won it. Mike, now that you've seen it again and again, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. Again, I don't know I know what the rule is now. His arm cannot be past the ball. The mark.
Past the line of scrimmage?
Past the line of scrimmage.
The ball, when he releases the ball. Now he's releasing the ball there. It looks like it is at the 14. So it's really a...
So it's a touchdown. So they won the game anyway. It doesn't matter. So what are you asking me for?
Well, I'm asking you because I want to get your opinion.
Because I really don't care. I don't care, really. I really don't care. If it's a touchdown, that's where it's going to stand. I really don't care about that.
Well, it would affect your opinions on replay, on the replay situation, no?
The replay stinks, but because the people that are... first of all, the people that are in the booth are unqualified. That's all you can say.
Well, the thing
but,
here...
But replay is not a good thing, which I was in favor of it for a while, but well, it's hard to say. I wouldn't be in favor of it again.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this, getting back to this, is that it looked like there you couldn't prove conclusively that the ball hadn't gone beyond the 14, and so you're not supposed to change a
What's
play
that
unless
guy's
it's
name?
conclusive. I
Call
forget
him.
his name, but
Give him a
we'll
call.
find out his
Anderson, I
name.
think. Give him a
I'll
call.
bet you mean you're not going to file a protest on this or anything to the league?
No. Why?
Because just to go through the procedure, to let it know, to be known, put it on record.
No way.
No way, huh?
No, we lost the game, John. That's it. It's cut and dry, a dead situation. See you in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what about the Minnesota Vikings? They won today. You're down a game. You're tied
Well,
for
Vikings
second.
are great. I mean, I don't know how they ever lose.
Do you think that the team, to make the playoffs, that you're going to have to win the division? Do you think a wild card team could come out of the Central Division the way the standings are starting to shape up? Or do you
know
figure
what,
that
John?
you've got to win the division to assure yourself of the playoffs?
I don't know. I really don't know.
How are you feeling?
And besides that, I really don't care right now. So we'll just take it one day at a time. I'm feeling great. I got a little frog in my throat.
Anything you're going to do this week that's new or anything special to correct what's gone wrong? Is there anything that you saw in this game that, hey, we have got to...
Yeah, we're not going to have any instant replay in practice, that's for sure.
Okay. I'm going to let you go.
Okay. Thank you, John.
Okay, Mike. That's Mike Ditka. We'll be back with more on Bears Extra right after this timeout.